In the End, by Light of a Fox. Tails was not ready for what happened. He had lost too much, so he decided to eliminate the cause that took everything important to him away. He was going to kill Eggman. He was going to avenge Sonic's death. Let's do this! Chapter 1, In the End. Tails' power was not normal at all. He had been through a lot, but nothing was worse than what was happening right now.
Why? Why did you have to die? Why was it my fault?
Tails shouted in frustration.
I swear on my soul, Eggman, that I will find you and kill you, and I will damn you to hell.
Tails cried out in pain.
In the end, everyone will hurt you, but it's up to you to decide who is worth the pain,
Tails said.
Sonic, it wasn't meant to be you. Please, forgive me.
He got up and left Sonic's burial, jumped in his plane and flew home. Was his plane right behind him? Oh, man. Okay. Tails sat down after a nice shower and turned the TV on. It said, International Hero Dead. The reporter said, We will try to contact anyone who was close to him. That's the first chapter. Did y'all like that? I loved it. Let's keep going. Chapter 2. Why was it me? Tails replayed the moment over in his head. Ring. ... Tails picked the phone up. Hello, are you Tails Prower?
Yes.
Would you appear? Tails hung up the phone. Tails had hung up the phone. Tails walked to his bed and curled up into a ball. Tails was crying himself to sleep. Nobody knew, but Sonic was the only thing keeping Tails out of the dark. Without Sonic, Tails would fall endlessly through the darkness. That was why he was going to avenge Sonic, so he could possibly save himself. That was the second chapter. You see how short these are? Let's keep going. Chapter 3, Revenge.
I can't forgive myself for letting Sonic die,
Tails said.
I will avenge you, Sonic. I will murder Eggman without hesitation, even if it's the last thing I do.
Tails walked into his workshop to develop an arm gun and an arm sword, so he could take out anything in his way. Finally, he found an earpiece that had a small screen that detected weak spots. He walked over to his plane and jumped into the cockpit. He started the plane and took off for Eggman's base. Flashback. Okay.
Sonic, please be careful,
Tails pleaded at the hero's foot.
You're the only friend I have left.
Okay, Tails, I promise I will be back in a flash, Sonic said with his trademark grin. 1 hour later...
Where's Sonic?
Tails asked in a sudden glass. Let me start that over. I'm sorry.
Where's Sonic?
Tails asked of a sudden glass shattered from high above, and a body fell to the ground. It was Sonic.
Tails, please kill Eggman for me. Take my body and bury it. Please, just do with my final wishes. I love you, Tails.
Sonic closed his eyes for the final time. Tails dragged Sonic's body to the plane and took off. End flashback. Alright, That was the end of chapter 3. Chapter 4. Let's keep this thing going. Chapter 4. The Final Stand. Tails loaded his arm gun, ready for anything, but something hit him in the back of the head. Tails slipped from the real world. After a while, Tails awoke. What? After a while, Tails awoke.
Come on, Eggman, show yourself. I know you're in here.
Tails shouted. Well, looks like Fox Boy wants to die. Eggman said. Eggman walked into plain sight. I came here to... Oh, wait, sorry, that's Tails.
I came here to kill you.
Tails shouted. Tails ran and sliced all of Eggman's limbs off.
He loaded the gun.
Tails shot Eggman right in the center of his heart. Blood splattered everywhere onto Tails. It stained his fur.
Have a nice ride to hell.
Tails left the base after destroying everything he left inside of it. Dude, that was a pretty was killing Eggman that easy? I mean, literally all he did was walk into a room and Tails just, boom, nailed him. That was too easy. Back home, everyone was wondering what had happened to Tails. Tails walked over to Sonic's burial site.
You can finally rest in peace.
Tails got up and walked towards his plane.
Goodbye, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Tails got in his plane and flew off. Oh, dude. Wow. Okay. Chapter 5. From Zero to Hero. 1 month after the event of Eggman's death. Tails had become the new hero of Mobius because Mobians had found out about his feat of courage. Mobians from all over came to him. Every week the mayor had some gift for Tails. You had to come up with a new gift every week for this guy. Holy, oh man. Tails walked in from yet another party. He looked at the clock. Wait, how? If Eggman is dead, what is the new threat of Mobius? It says that Tails became this huge hero. What, just because he killed Eggman and that's it? I mean, yeah, you think people would get over that eventually, but no, the mayor has to get a gift to Tails every single week. So I guess man, I don't know. Tails walked in from yet another party. He looked at the clock. 2 a.m. Tails walked over to his room and crawled into bed.
I can't believe that in the end of Eggman's tirade, I was the hero and not Sonic. It's amazing what destiny has in plan. I can never forget that,
Tails said. Tails fell into a deep sleep. The end. Well, guys, if any of you out there are huge Tails fans, this is all for you, baby. He's the real hero of this story. I love how that last monologue he had, it was like,
man, I became the hero and not Sonic. Who would have known?
He must have got over his best friend's death pretty quickly. Gotta say. Well, I guess that's it for now. I hope you all enjoyed this. Goodbye.